Ah, what's up, sexy? Happy Monday. Man, doing it again. Woo. Something got into everybody today. I don't know what it is. If it's the cosmos, probably. You know, that line of totality is what we're all equal to right now. About tired of hearing that word at this point. But everybody feels smart about it. Considering that cosmos and that smart, let's discuss intellectual curiosity. Man, you know, that's a deep one, because a lot of us become complacent. We got everything we need. We don't need anything else. We don't need to understand anything else, learn anything else, be anything else. However, none of us take the same test. None of us learn the same lessons. That intellectual curiosity, you know, let's take it back with Aristotle. We cannot learn without pain. When it sinks in, you realize that the lessons, the structure, the blueprint, if you would, of how everything comes together and is what it is, makes you, you know? And that's the whole point. To be you, to be different, you know? A little weird, you know, work it, fuck it. You know? You want to be a little different? Own that. Ain't nobody worried about it. That's you. You know? Better to be a nerd than one of the herd, right? That was funny. I will admit that. Because most of us can relate. We want to be different. Yet, for some reason, we want to be like everybody else. I don't understand that. On a curiosity level of upgrading and building and becoming the blueprint that is you, why you acquire other people's designs? Cosmos, man. Where everything is right. To understand indifferences, you know. Life's the most difficult of exams. Truthfully. You know, so many of us fail because we try to copy others, you know, not realizing each one of us receive a different test. And is what it is, man. We acquire that approval and acceptance from others instead of growing our own intellectual curiosity to learn about ourselves and the world and everything that it is. And that's why we fail. Man, good judgment comes from experience. Man, I hate to say bad judgment comes from experience. You know, that's where you get it. You get your patience and your experience from your bad judgment. And every step you take, every route you work, every which way you go. And that is what it is. You got to learn as it is today. You know what? They said 90 minutes is what it took. I mean, everyone asked, how was it? Man, it was great. Like sex. 2-3 minutes, ooh, ah, and it was over and done with. Dark to light, just like that. Had to turn the lights back on, clean up the mess and everything. But learn to wait, man. Learn to embrace the uncertainty, the beauty of becoming, you know? When nothing is certain, man, anything's possible. That's how it is. You got to learn yourself, become yourself, individual. Instead of being a people, be a person. Like I say, you know, we look up to others and we want something, acceptance. Maybe we want to be like someone, and that's the fault. You know, we want to maybe have somebody's embracement, embodiment, their confidence, you know, their, I hate to say beauty. Some people act that way. We're all beautiful in our own right. It's your mind that makes that of you. And that's where you got to stop being people and start being a person. Intellectual curiosity. Find yourself, your blueprint. Manifest it. Make it what you want it to be. These social platforms are spread so far and so wide at this point that any one of us, man, can get into any kind of group with anything we like or enjoy. You know, man, curiosity brought the world some of the most important discoveries. And you know, that's where it's at. Looking out and reaching out. You know, curiosity, especially intellectual inquisitiveness is what separates the truly alive from those merely going through the movements. No one wants to reach out and do it. Everyone, I take that back. There's two sides to every story. Some don't want to reach out and do it. They don't care. Some go as far as to do everything and get treated as they're nothing. Man, there's people out there who are like you. There's people out there who enjoy the same things you do. Be it the TV shows you watch, be it home and gardening, be it going out and going hiking. You know, there's so much to manifest and to build your blueprint, to expand your mind on, your intellectual curiosity, just bring the world to you, your happiness. That's inevitably what it all is. You got to rise to the top and come above it. You know, don't beg for time or try to convince others that, you know, you got too much, man. You got too much to offer to try to convince other people that you got this or you want that or you want to be like that. Or don't prove it to nobody else. Prove it to yourself. Your own intellectual curiosity. You got to take steps and leaps. Every jump is a risk, and you got to take the jumps. Risks have consequences, yes, but staying grounded, you never get to see anything beautiful. You know, everyone was probably trapped inside today, a majority. I know there was a lot of people that was out watching it, though. Yeah, it is what it is. But that's the sad part, is without the expansion of ourselves into our own intellectual curiosity of our blueprints of what we want to be, we never know what it's like at the top. You know, some of us are just raging seas trapped inside of teardrops. And that's how we live every night. It's a hurtful way, man. It truly is. Lived there for a long time. You know, and the older I get, I understand that people don't build walls to keep others out, but out of necessity to protect what's left within. You know, and that's why it's hard to talk to anyone anymore, or no one wants to talk, because people have used everything against us for so long. You know, intellectual curiosity requires cognitive development, requires communication, requires something else. And it's not just you in that equation. But the curiosity is to take the time to reach out and find, you know, what it is that you truly desire. Everything anymore, you know, has all become just noise to our frequency. Anything that we try to accomplish or that we try to do, and man, it just reduces that noise within us. But I pray and I hope that one day that it'll all become music to you again. That you understand that it's about yourself, earning and learning, developing it with others, but not trying to achieve what they have. You're your own blueprint. There's no reason to want their esteem, their materials, their anything to achieve what you want out of happiness. Your intellectual curiosity is how big your blueprint truly is. How are you going to tap all the areas of it and build it all up for a kingdom? So that way you can see over the top of everything. Or you're just going to keep going through the motions. Love you guys. Y'all stay up and stay beautiful. And as always, I'll see you around.